Right, welcome back. Race number 2 to the Weighted to Win show, the second over 1,200 metres. Betway Weighted to Win, and top of the boards 11 to 10 in the second race is number 11, Gimme the Waltz, who does appear to be the right horse, Darren. Looks quite hard to beat. Second choice is number 7, Listen to the Ocean, who's at 9 to 2, perhaps the only danger. And you can get 11 to 2, 6 to 1 and better bar those. Buy pots, Darren, I'm asking, good enough to bank the 11, or do you want to go one more?
It would be good enough to bank her. I think she'll be in the first 2. Last time out, she was beaten by a heavy track. She moved up strongly and just was found wanting. And at that time, the horses in Milnerton hadn't worked for a couple of weeks because the tracks were waterlogged. And this was one of the fillies returning after that. So I think she's going to show good improvement from that run. Dangers, Listen to the Ocean, was only beaten a neck by her on debut behind Flying V, and last time out in the heavy conditions pulled out the race 25 lengths back. Of the rest, numbers 3 and 5, who come out of that Onisan form line that's shown many winners. So 11 to beat, 3, 5 and 7.
11 the one to beat, Mr. Marie?
Yeah, Darren said it all. 11 to beat, 3, 5 and 7. I was impressed with the promising debut. Obviously disappointed with her second effort, but like Darren said, she did have excuses, and she's going to set the record straight. I'm happy to bank her in the bar pot.
Oh, you okay? Well, and Among the Clouds came from that form line and won. Okay. All right, that takes care of buy pots. Let's take a look. We'll put them up for you guys. And Daryl Marie's worked out his buy pot. Bank 11 by 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. By 4, 5, 6, 10, 13. By banker 1. By 3, 9, 12. By 1 and 4. On to the third race. Welcome back. Let's get into our preview of the place accumulator, and it's a juvenile plate over 1,000 metres. Have a look at the market to give you an idea as to what we're doing here. And top of the boards is Pitstain's runner Mo Capitano, who Darren Burrows tells me was very impressive first time out. Currently 2 to 1, 19 to 10, 2 to 1. So hard to beat, Mr. Burrows.
Very hard to beat, Clyde. I'm just hoping the run hasn't come too soon, but he absolutely blew me away on debut. Grant van Niekerk, 300 out. He was swinging onto him, looking left and right, and then he just pointed him in the right direction and just turned on the button, and he quickened up smartly to win by 3 lengths, easing up at the line. He couldn't have been more impressive. I'm not concerned about what he beat or anything that was in the race. It's just the manner in which he won. He did it like a professional on debut, and he looks to have plenty more to come. I'm going in with confidence, saying Mo Capitano will make it 2 from 2.
Well, he was eased down to only win by 3. Could have won by 6.
It's not that he was eased down, Clyde. He was never moved on.
Never moved on.
Yeah,
Lovely horse.
It was super impressive. I have to agree with Darren. Time wasn't great. I think there was a filly or a juvenile race on the same day would have beaten him by 4 lengths on times.
That's interesting.
So that's
worrying.
Now let me pick it up for you over here.
It's actually
Clyde.
worrying.
Let me just pick it up.
Glenn Bados is big on times. I know that.
So let's have a look. On the same day, I'll tell you it was. It was Winter Rainfall.
Would have beaten this by 4.
She carried 60 kilograms, right? He carried 57. So
wow.
she carried 3 kgs more and would have beaten him by 4.32 lengths.
Sure. What are you
so
doing
the
here
time's not great. But like Darren touched on it, I mean, he wasn't moved on and he could have won by further if he was really asked to extend.
The time could be deceiving then.
I backed him up in the PA with number 9, Tyrion Lannister. Could be on a touch on the sharp.
It.
Huh?
They've just taken it out.
Who?
Tyrion Lannister.
Don't lie.
Just been scratched, yeah. As we're talking. Unfortunately, that's gone.
Okay.
Just been scratched.
Well, then I'm going to change my PA to bang to the 3 and the 8 then. Oni's saying, nah, she's obviously a filly. She gets that 6 allowance. And Clyde, we saw in the winter nursery, the first 4 past the post were all fillies. So that allowance is a big advantage. So I'm going 3 and 9, 3 and 8 in the PA.
Okay.
In the bar pots, I went a few extra.
All right. Well, that takes cue. You just heard it. Tyrrell Lannister's just come out. So Lion is not running. Yes, selections was race number 3. Darren Burrows has got a recommendation in saying he'd like to go with Mo Capitan. He's not worried about the times too much because the horse was eased down, so maybe the time was a bit deceiving. Darrell's got a PA. He'd like to obviously amend that to, this was recorded prior to us being aware of the scratching. So he says 3 and 8 by 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, by 1, by 9, by 4, by 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, by 3, 5, 6, 9. Okay, race number 4. Let's get on to this maiden class field, open event it is. And from a market perspective, Mr. Burrows, top of the boards, 9-2 the field, but there's a first timer that's on top of the boards early, Montlezeur. I think you said you heard something about the Brett Crawford runner, am I right?
Yes, I was told this morning by a good source, get on early. He will shorten, which I see he has shortened already. There is confidence. I haven't confirmed with the stable yet, but Vercingetorix out of Little Fastnet, a lot of speed in the dam line. He could, while make a winning debut. It's not a strong maiden. You got October Sun returning after a lengthy layoff, look to have ability early. Sail the Sky, not a bad run behind Grand Bay. Lexington Point, also not a bad debut. There are others, Snow Cloud and Moon Acres. Let's follow the market closely race time. Let's see him go down to the start. If there's race time support, I think Montlezeur could make a winning debut.
All right, Mr. Marie, your take on it?
Yeah, Cloud, of the more experienced runners, number 10, Snow Cloud, he shows their pace. If there are a few behind him that are green and inexperienced, he could get a break on them and hold on. I don't know what to make of this race. Numbers 5, 6, and 13, all open to improvement. Number 4, Darren says, is the talking horse. If the money comes for him and there's a follow-through, he could make a winning debut. Yeah, I played the safe route of I went 5 runners, so I'm not going to sit here and pinpoint a particular one of them.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Here are the selections. Yeah, we got pick 6 worked out for you because it is pick 6 time now. Darren is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13. By bank of the 1 just now. By 3, 8, 9, 10, 12. By 1, 4, 7, and 8. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By 2, 6, and 9. Right, let's get on to this maiden class field over 1,400 metres. Scratch number 8 is not running here, Darren Burrows. That's been taken out. And early favourite number 1, Miracle in Motion at 5-2. Joint, though, with number 6, De Janeiro. Those two, you got a banker here in your pick 6, am I right?
Yes, Clyde, we can have a strike on Miracle in Motion. The form lines are deadly. She's had the 2 starts. She's going to improve a lot. And her market rival, De Janeiro, I think there's stamina doubts there. So surely Miracle in Motion 5-2 is going to be closer to 13-10 race time, and I think she'll win.
Okay, so you've got a lot of confidence about this horse, Miracle in Motion. You, Mr. Marie, same?
I'm going to rubber stamp that comment and say she's the best bet on the card. I expect her to win, Clyde. Extremely well related. She's a half-sister to Running Brave. Yet to see the best of her, Clyde. She's still learning about it, but she showed good improvements in her second start. She showed a lot of interest. Now again, a better or more suitable trip. A lot in her favour. I expect her to romp.
Okay. There we go. You got rubber stamp. We're going with Miracle in Motion. Jackpots we've got worked out for you, and Darren's bankering the 1 by 3, 8, 9, 10, 12. As is Daryl, also bankering the 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. On to the next race now. This is a maiden class field, and in the market we've got top of the boards about 7-2. The field number 3 on the card, Hawk Circle. Number 9, Notion, is trading at 7-2. Number 12, Marshall Field is in there at 7-2. 3-way favouritism here, Darren. So open.
Not too open. I thought between 3 runners, Hawk Circle, I get the feeling he is crying out for the 1,800 meters. He's a Silvana out of a Jetmaster mare that stayed well. I think he's going to run a forward race. Touching on Notion, Good to see that last run. He showed good improvement. I have been for him about 5 times in the past, and he's always got excuses. And he quickens up, and then he changes legs. He's a bit of an awkward ride. A horse like Marshall Field was very unlucky in his penultimate start, and last time out he just couldn't get on terms with Green Mandarin. So 3, 9, and 12 should see you through.
3, 9, 12. So we were drawing the line there from Darren's end. Your side, Daryl?
Yeah, I like Notion of Clyde. You know, I've been a big fan of Marshall Field in his latest few starts. We've seen what happened to him. He's not the luckiest of horses in training.
Gave us nightmares.
Yeah. Beaten by a very good ride last time out. The blinkers go on, but this is a tough task for him because he's carrying 61. He's having to give weight all round. I can see him winning, and I can see him winning a few, Clyde, in his career. Notion, he's got that 4 kg pull. He's having his peak run. He pulled well clear of the balance of the field last time out. Looks ready to win. And I respect Hawk Circle, although he has been very disappointing and costly to follow in the past, but he's unexposed over this trip. So for me, 9 from 3 and 12.
Okay. All right, thanks for that, Daryl. That's Daryl's summary of the race. Let's go with slot. We got what we got for you guys. We got Daryl's jackpot. Also just 3, 9, and 12, as Darren believes the same. Ahead of 1 and 4, then 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Jackpot works out to 210 Rand. All right, I'm coming to Daryl Marie now. We're going to talk about this race over 1,200 metres where number 4, Warm Winter Night, is joint favourite at 22 to 10 with number 8, Spirits Unite at 22 to 10. Then 5 to 1, Bar the 2. Your jackpot, I think you only had 2 runners.
Yeah, I went 1 and 4. Yeah, Clark.
1 and 4, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Warm Winter Night, I think there was money for him on debut, and I saw him go down to the start, and I said, no, he's going to need time. And gelding, because he looks so big. But you know, he's been gelded since, and the pennies finally dropped because he's obviously strengthened up and filled out that big frame, and he's getting better with racing. His latest effort was very good. He actually looked like he could challenge that winner a furlong from home, and he got to him, and when Anthony saw the winner was going away, he just put his hands down, and but for that he would have finished a length closer. So I thought his latest effort is certainly his best to date, and I can see him winning this event. Respect for number 1 of your Lions Cross, like you can just put a line through his latest start. That was on a heavy track. Blinkers go on, and he could be Warm Winter Night's biggest danger. So for me, 4 from 1.
Okay. Thanks for that. So those are the 2 from Daryl's side. Darren, which 2 are you going, or are you going all 3?
I'm going pretty much 4 runners. Lines crossed. I put a line through that last run in the heavy conditions. He can bounce back to his previous form. Warm Winter Night. If the 1200 is not a little bit on the far side, he'll be very competitive. Right, Royal Mo interests me a bit. Last time out on a soft track, his debut run was good behind Underworld, who came out to win a feature since then. And Spirits Unite, he won his maiden over a mile. They pulled well clear of the third horse. He drops in trip, but he is the only winner in the race at level weight. So he looks well treated.
Thanks, Darren, for that. We got Daryl's pick 3, 1 and 4 by 1, 2, 4, 5, 9. Remember, Darren wants to go quite a few in this race, but Daryl going 1 and 4, 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. That's a pick 3 covering races 7, 8, and 9. On to race number 8, guys. Let's get on to the action here, where they bet 5 to 1 the field. Darren Burrows wide open. You can just choose anyone that you like, really. It's one of those field races, I think, unless you've got other ideas.
Yes, for me, Clyde, a field race. You got a lot of the gimme a first form in the race. Now, numbers 1, gimme a first, Miss Greenlight, Bonica, and Fun Zone come out of that run, and there wasn't much separating them at the line. So those 4 runners have to go in. Red Sash has a chance, Fusillade, and the rest of the field also have chances.
Okay, so open from your perspective. There are a few that you've mentioned. Is it wider than that?
Very open.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've gone 5 over here.
In what, PAs?
Yeah, I mean, I should have really gone field, Clyde.
Okay, so that's that.
Yeah, I'm just going to say number 2, Mrs. Green Lights, my first pick.
8-1, yeah.
Yeah, last time at too far, testing conditions. Penultimate, she had a tricky draw to contend with. She found herself too far back. 3 runs back on the weight turnaround. It certainly gives her a chance of reversing that form with give me a first. So each way, number 2, Miss Green Lights. Numbers 1, 2, 4, 5, and 9. Those are the 5 I'm focusing on.
Well, Miss Greenlight's the first to run from the Future Girl Formula. Nothing's run. So it'll be the first test on Tuesday. Let's see. Selections, guys. Let's put them up, please. Thank you. Thanks, Ricky. 1, 2, 4, 5, 9. Exactest box from Daryl's side. Last race on the card. Let's get straight into the action here. From a market perspective, Darren Burrows, I'll just give you an update on Monday morning, what they were doing. 9-2 the field, where Narina Tragon, number 9 on the card's favourite. 5, Charlie Croker is the second choice at 5-1. And number 6, Future Turn is back, and that's trading at around 5-1. 7-1, bar the 3. I don't know how straightforward you're making it, but there are a couple of names that we all know, names in here that have, been around time and time again. How do you see them unfolding here?
Clyde, I still believe this horse Scalini is progressive. When he won his maiden, I thought this horse is going to head up to the Guineas type races, and he hasn't quite gone through with it. But last time out was a really encouraging win. He went to the front, and he was never really headed. He beat Charlie Croker on that occasion. He meets Charlie Croker again, but I believe Scalini is a better horse over a mile. So I think he's going to improve further. 3 runs back, he ran a length and a half off Narina Trogon, who he meets again a half a kilo better off. So I thought worth a small bet, Scalini at around 7-1. And I would include Future Turn and Narina Trogon into the play as well.
All right, so you got something that you want to have a little bit of a dip with. Thanks, Darren. Daryl?
Yeah, I made it a tricky event, Clyde. I thought all of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 had winning claims. Number 9, Narina Tragon, going to be my top pick. I like the fact that he's actually drawn wide, Clyde, because I'm hoping he's going to be ridden cold. I think he's better that way. So if that's the case, I could see him winning this event. But yeah, it's very open.
Okay, open race. Quite a few. You've heard from both of the guys as to what their choices are, but it does go a little bit deeper than that. In terms of the last play of the day, what are we doing? We're taking Darren Burrows' Scalini, maybe a bit of each way there. 8-1 current price on the Monday. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good one.